Hey there, as you can see today I'm method movie reviewing for Passengers, the science fiction romance that hit cinemas at the end of last year. It's now available for home viewing in many countries, including South Africa, and the premise of Passengers is that Jim, played by Chris Pratt, and Aurora, played by Jennifer Lawrence, are passengers on an entirely automated luxury spacecraft, the Avalon, which is on its way to a colony world light years from Earth. But there's a system malfunction and it wakes Jim and Aurora from cryosleep 90 years too early. Unable to re-enter hibernation, they're pretty much stuck alone together, essentially for the rest of their lives, while around them the spaceship starts to break down. Passengers is a weird one, to be honest. It's many different things, science fiction and romance, like I mentioned, but also a high-tech Robinson Crusoe adventure, survival space disaster, and a few other things as well. Some of these aspects are more satisfying than others, but overall I had a good time. Passengers is something different, and I appreciate that. Speaking to other people on social media, I didn't find anyone who outright disliked the movie. Many said they were pleasantly surprised, in fact. My only major gripe is that given its setup, I found the love story in Passengers very predictable because you know exactly what has to happen. That part of the film is dull and really slows the pacing dramatically because it's such a foregone conclusion. You just want to hurry along back to the mystery of the spacecraft failure again. I'll say also that I saw some complaints about performances in Passengers. Consensus is that Chris Pratt holds up the movie as the likable Joe, while Jennifer Lawrence is phoning it in. I didn't really see it like that, coming to Jennifer's defense. I thought Lawrence's work suited her character. Sleeping Beauty Aurora is far more cerebral and highbrow than Jim. Her view in the world and her place in it is cooler and naturally more cynical, so I expected her to be portrayed as more emotionally aloof. So I'm going to put the negative comments about her performance down to the fact Lawrence has entered the press and public backlash stage of her career. She can't do anything right in that situation, and honestly, if you've seen X-Men Apocalypse, that was an obvious case of actors phoning it in because they're contractually obligated to be somewhere. Anyway, as a DVD, Passengers has multiple special features for a change. It's probably about 30 minutes of extra content. The special features in this case are on set with Chris Pratt, casting the passengers, creating the Avalon, outtakes from the set, and Book Your Passage, which is a series of fake marketing clips encouraging people to immigrate to colony worlds. Now, most of this material is simply, "Aw shucks, look how awesome Chris Pratt is." But my favorite featurette is actually creating the Avalon, which looks in depth at the set design and Oscar-nominated artistry that went into creating what is essentially the third major character of the film. Sorry, Lawrence Fishburne. That's it really. I enjoyed the first half of Passengers much more than the second half. There's some problematic material I won't go into because of spoilers. Passengers is also not particularly deeply cerebral science fiction, although some interesting questions are raised about corporate-sponsored colony worlds and how exactly they would work, and I could probably make an entire video just looking at that topic. This aside, I love the world created in Passengers and the fact that the audience is allowed to explore it with the characters. For that reason alone, I would recommend watching the movie. And yeah, thanks again for watching today. Till next time, remember, of course, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay up to date. Alternatively, you can always just look out for notifications on my various social media presence on the different platforms. And cheers, and see you next time.